In this world, Elwood, you must be oh so smart or oh so pleasant. Well, for years I was smart. I recommend pleasant. And you may quote me.
Hello, Al pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends. The film is the 1950 fantasy film starring Jimmy Stewart, Harvey, which is one of my favorite films, beloved by many, many people. The friends, of course, are the lovely Netter of Netter's Network. How are you doing, my dear?
I'm doing great. How about yourself, Al? And
I
some noise.
cannot hear you.
I said I'm doing great, Al. And I apologize if my computer's making some noise over here.
Well, we'll do what we can. And my other friend is, of course, everyone's favorite puka, Troy Pacelli.
How's it going,
Clark
my friend?
and the Klingon Cleric. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Let me tell you, that quote that you plucked out for your opening, that is incredibly powerful, especially these days, in the days of the internet.
Yes.
People care far less how smart you are. You need to be a little bit nicer online.
Right. I have always held that this film holds such wonderful nuggets of philosophical wisdom. And I've always been a fan of that in a film, like where you can pick out a line and in and of itself, there's this wonderful bit of wisdom you get out of it. And this film has a lot of that. There's a lot of great quotes. The writing in this film is fantastic in many ways. Yeah, I've always loved. I'm sorry, that buzzing is kind of it's there. But the film has always been very important for me because of an ex-girlfriend of mine. This is like a weird little story, but when I was going out with this girl, we always did the little, stockings and Easter baskets. And one year I did an Easter basket for her, and I put Harvey in it for the rabbit. And she just choked up about it. I got so many great brownie points for that. It was awesome.
Yeah, I haven't seen this movie near as many times as like It's a Wonderful Life or whatever. But
yeah, it gets kind of lost in that because of It's a Wonderful Life. I think It's a Wonderful Life's been so iconic with Jimmy Stewart,
right,
that you forget some of his other films. I actually would take Harvey over It's a Wonderful Life any day. And it is because of lines like the one that I put at the very beginning there. I've been smart, I've been nice, I prefer nice. Or I recommend nice. And I mean, I butchered it, but, let's see who's with us in chat tonight. Of course, Deleted Scenes cannot be here tonight. He's attending Rambling Canucks birthday stream. Enjoy the movie. Sir Torrin Cocaine, hello, sir. Welcome. Netter's Network, of course, saying hi to everybody. But yeah, so you have seen this film before.
I have, but I'll be honest with you. It's been years.
You can tell Nanette she can come back because I'm still hearing the buzz on your end.
Are you serious? Then it's not her computer.
I don't know what it is, but it is loud.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, folks, but yeah, we're just some technical difficulties here.
Let her come back. I'll drop mine. Because I don't.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean, is everyone else in the chat hearing
Yeah,
a
yeah.
loud buzz coming through?
Well, not that many. So, Torrin, can you hear like a buzz coming over the audio, like a UFO hovering? Yeah, so Torrin can hear it. So I'm muting my mic. Oh, well, no. Okay, well, yeah, he just muted himself. So yeah. So yeah, well, hopefully we'll get this figured out, and we'll get to the video in a moment. But yeah, Harvey has always been such a beloved film for me because of the character of Elwood P. Dowd. He is so losing everybody. There you are. Hi, Netter.
Okay, so Troy dropped out. I told him to change his headset to see if maybe that was the issue.
Yeah. There's no. It's perfect now. There's no buzz. So I don't know what it is.
Well, I just got him a new headset, and I was just wondering if maybe that was causing the issue.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not like getting pissy about it, but it just I literally was like I was trying to put words together, and it was kind of messing with my head a little bit.
I get that.
But yeah, it's good. Yeah, I mean,
fixed now.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, Sir Turin was saying that he could hear it too.
Yeah. I mean, it was. If you listen to it later, you'll know what I'm talking about.
No, I mean, I could hear it. I thought it was my laptop, so I actually disconnected my laptop and myself and moved well away from Troy's microphone.
Yeah, because I was on Birdman's the other night, and one of the guests' fan was working, and that thing was like an airplane. it was like just like constant throughout the entire thing. But so Nanette, what's your history with Harvey? Have you ever watched it, seen it?
Oh yeah, I've seen this film several times. I always enjoyed the imagination aspect of it.
Yeah, it's just such a beautiful story. It started out as a Broadway play, which Jimmy Stewart did, and he's of course the most recognized for doing it. And I think it's Universal paid boku bucks for the rights to this thing, like $750,000 at the time, and that's a lot. Because of the story, it's such a beautiful story. It's got the same feeling. If we did our Stick and Old Lace, right? Cary Grant.
Yeah, yeah. I had the one on my channel sometime back.
It's got that same kind of feeling. It is like you're watching a play in a film with actors who kind of. There's like a certain movement, certain delivery that I just really love in this film. It's like I said, the writing is beautiful, but just a favorite. And like I said, if you know if a movie fan that loves this movie and you ever do them an Easter basket, Harvey makes a great little addition to Easter basket, which is why I always think about him around the Easter time of year, which is why I'm kind of doing him in April, because I wanted. I like remembering when me and my ex-girlfriend Lori were together, and just kind of fun. So Torrance saying he doesn't hear anything now. Hopefully he can hear us.
No, he can't hear the buzz anymore.
So Sir Torrin, you said you were just in a production of Our Second Old Lace. Who did you play? I did Arsa Gold Lace in high school. I was Teddy. I did Teddy Brewster.
Were you the arsenic or the old lace? Ha!
I got to charge up the stair. I got to charge up the stairs several times in a play. Charge! I had to learn
I
how to
like
blow it.
Teddy.
I had to learn how to blow a trumpet, which was horribly hard to do for some reason for me. I can't get my lips right on trumpets. But
Well, I can imagine that's got to be hard because you have to, yeah, like you're saying, you have to hold your lips a certain way and you have to know how to blow and all that sort of thing.
yeah, I just couldn't get that like the thing, you know, that little that you're supposed to be able to get. But you know what? We've had a few issues and talked a little bit. Let's go ahead. Oh, he played Mortimer. Awesome. Yeah, I love that play and that film. So yeah, Arsenal Lace is a great one. But let's get to this one. Is Troy? Can Troy hear me?
He can't hear you real time unless he's like backstage, which he's probably not. So you need to tell me, then I give him the signal so that he can start.
Okay. Is he going to be able to talk? Yeah, I don't want him to like not have things to say.
I started my movie, thought I had signaled him because I could hear something like, wait, no, that was me.
Not yet.
Yeah, he can't hear you in real time like I can because the YouTube's has always got a delay of like 15, 20 seconds or so.
Yeah,
so
there's always that little bit of a delay.
When you tell me, okay, start, I'll signal him, he'll hit play, and we'll go from there.
Okie dokie, spooky.
Okay.
Okay, get ready to start. Everybody, like I said, the Cosby link is at the top for those who want to watch along, or if you don't have your own copy, of course. So, in 3, 2, 1, play. Universal International. Harvey. Starring James Stewart. He was not nominated for the Academy Award for the role.
So when did they start calling him Jimmy Stewart instead of James Stewart?
I really don't. I think he's like Jimmy Stewart, like said lovingly and affectionately by fans. But I think, but he is James Stewart as far as how he's put in the roles. But it is weird. I mean, it is weird. I do think, is it Jimmy or James? How do you really say it? It's like, I tried to remember to say James because he's such a venerable actor. It'd be like calling Henry Fonda Hank, which I know they did. Yeah, but
when I think James, I think like James Cagney. He's not a Jimmy to me. It's not Jimmy Cagney. Whereas it's Jimmy Stewart.
Elwood.
I love that house.
One of my favorite characters in films is Elwood P. Dowd. I think what makes his performance so lovable is that he has this sense, that childlike innocence about him at this point. But he also has that, that he used to be a lot different. And that meeting Harvey is kind of what changed his life. I think we all could use a puka in our lives, I think.
It's like, what was the letter he just tore up? Because he just got a letter from that mailman and then signed for it and tore it up. So what was the thing he got?
I don't know. It may come up later, but yeah, he is known for being very eccentric, carefree. Nothing gets to him. He basically goes out. He goes to the bar, makes friends, That's kind of his life at this point. Josephine Hall, who played one of the sisters in Arsenic and Old Lace. She's such a great actress. I loved her. And she won the Academy Award for this performance.
Okay, she got spoofed by Harvey.
Yep.
Why is she rolling those up into a ball? It's like, fold them at least.
I don't know, sometimes rolling isn't that bad. When I pack, I usually roll stuff.
But not a mess like that, I'm sure. And
Wow.
wow, she's short.
Yeah, she's a tiny thing. And the other one, she's got that look of a like tall, lanky girl too.
Well, we just watched the Dark Side of Oz yesterday, so she reminds me of one of the Munchkins. Her shoes squeak.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
what I was thinking.
yeah. Imagine having a relative I'm going to say is crazy, and you're trying to save face with like society at this point, which is what they're doing. They want to be in society, just like what she said. Want to get her out and find a nice guy, and
Yeah.
And they can't do that because Uncle Elwood is crazy.
I like her dress.
That's quite a hairdo, too.
Yeah. I like the way she's got the curls.
Mm-hmm. Wow, we talk about hair a lot on this, in these movies sometimes. Haven't really had a good hair talk in a while, though. I wonder if it's her own. We used to do that.
Oh, yeah. It's most likely her own. I always wonder how they managed to get that little puff in the front, because I could never do that.
Who was playing? Oh, yeah. Victoria Home. She was a character actress. That's what I love about another thing about this film is like they have just some great character actors in it. It's like, why are you whispering?
Yeah, why are you whispering?
I could watch Josephine Hall in almost anything. She's just got this great air about her. She's like this tiny little bundle of cool.
They're bigger than I am. Was he afraid of his height?
I think, some people just have a certain opinion of, whoops. Oh,
Ow.
Lester Schwartz.
It's like, but why is he carrying an extra coat and hat?
They're Harvey's coat and hat.
Well, then why isn't Harvey wearing them?
Oh, because Elwood's a nice guy and he'll carry his coat for him. Charlie's Bar. I love the people that know him and just accept it.
Yeah.
It's like, hi, Elwood, how's he doing?
Yeah, exactly. But they're like, he's a little peculiar.
Yeah, Jimmy Stewart. Oh, and anytime he was asked what's the favorite character he ever played, he almost always said Elwood.
Yeah, it's like I read a bit that he said that he always wanted to remake this because he felt he could do it better.
Yeah, he did. He's done the role several times. He did. There was a Hallmark TV movie he did back in 1970, I think. And then I think there was another time he did it. But yeah, he's been there, and they also, because he did it all. He's done several runs on Broadway with it as well. And sometimes they do a darker take, with the stuff that comes later. They keep in the film they keep it lighthearted when they're possibly going to put him away, but you can kind of go darker with it sometimes, a little more menacing. But I prefer the lighthearted version. But there was also another popular version. There was a TV movie done with Harry Anderson.
Yeah, I remember Harry Anderson, Night Court Judge.
Yep, he played that very well. Said the bartender reminds him of Neelix. How you doing, Chris? Kent, CK, or longest running superhero RPG on Earth?
Yeah, see, if he hadn't been shown that bit in the paper, he never would have returned or tried to return home.
Mm-hmm.
Man, those girls can hit those notes. I used to be able to sing really high like that.
Ooh, that little ah.
Yeah, I could never do that.
That was a nice. I guess that would be very hard to hit.
Yeah, it's like, watch your hippity happening there, lady.
Anything rabbit related, kind of like, Makes her anxious.
Oh, I thought she was looking anxious because she was jiggling quite a bit.
I'm sorry. I just read what Chris Kent just wrote. It's like, since she's singing, does that mean it's over? Nice little fur coat.
It's like, don't you touch my fur coat.
I love the look at her face. I love the look at her face when she did that. I must get a closer look. Elwood's home. Yeah,
And she's like, what the heck is this guy talking about?
there's one thing I was reading about when I was studying for this. If you do notice in some of the framing, they leave room high to account for Harvey.
Yeah.
Even though you can't see him, he's quote unquote in frame. Hi, Evelyn Hampton. How are you doing? Hope you're watching along. Cosby link at the top. I hope Troy's enjoying it. I miss hearing Troy talk about the film. Is Troy troubleshooting, or is he just kind
No,
of
he's just watching the film.
Oh, okay. Now the plot thickens. I wonder if you could get away with that line today. Trustworthy as the Bible.
No, somebody would be offended.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I have a headache.
One thing I always like thinking about is Elwood totally accepts Harvey. Harvey's there. He sees Harvey, talks to Harvey. I always wonder, does he realize that no one else sees Harvey?
I don't think he does.
I love the look on Jimmy Stewart's face right there. No matter how old he got, he could always tap into that childhood innocence. He's Chris Kent says, I think he could tell that they can't see Harvey. Like he was playing to the old lady or offered to talk to him on this lady's behalf. He must know he's a go-between. Yeah, you're right. I've often wondered that, but he just seems so lackadaisical about the fact that how it looks to people who can't see him.
Yeah, it's like I think he's convinced that everyone else can see him.
Family of Dashwood. Was that Sensibility he was reading?
I don't know. I didn't hear him say the title.
He didn't say the title, but he was talking about the family of Dashwood. I think Dashwood's the family name is Sensibility. It's Henry Harvey.
Well, then cross it out. Guy's like, whatever, dude.
I just think it's funny that he says that though. Don't call that one, call this one. Because he does it every time. That's quite a plume there she's got on her hat.
Well, that was the style at the time.
Jesse White, the Maytag man from the.
Oh yeah, I thought he looked familiar.
Yep. Whoop.
Being awfully rough with him for no reason.
Okay, now Star Trek connection. Recognize this guy from the original Star Trek?
He looks familiar.
And was it the Deadly Years, I think. You know, the one where Kirk and the rest of them start aging, and they had a Commodore on board who takes control but doesn't really know how to be a commander of a starship. Commodore Stalker was played by this actor, Charles Drake.
His profile, he looks like the professor from Gilligan's Island. He's got the same nose. So it could be the strain of mom's death.
So was the cab driver hiding the wrench, and the off chance he had to club Jimmy Stewart with it?
I don't think he's an alcoholic, though.
No, well, they also, because of the Hollywood codes at the time, you couldn't really show someone drunk or get like drinking to excess. Yeah, well, there are ways to do it, but like there's a lot of rules and regulations at the time.
Yeah. He's going to start thinking she's the one who needs a sanitarium.
Exactly. You could probably show the aftermath of Jimmy Stewart and Katharine Hepburn's performances in the Philadelphia story or any indication. I like it. She is having a breakdown. But I love the fact that even she says sometimes she sees him. It's like, I see this big giant rabbit. He's every bit as big as Elwood says he is.
He's like, I want to get paid. But she's not a new patient.
Or he thinks she is, what she was telling him.
And I was saying, where's the suitcase? Oh, it's on the porch. It's like, did he even get paid?
I don't think he cares at this point. I wonder if that's Josephine Haller, because you see she's got her head.
Yeah, you can tell it's not the same woman.
Yeah, she won't show her face.
This one's younger and much, much thinner. Well, the fact that they falsely institutionalized her, she could sue them.
Yeah, that becomes an issue. Seem to have a heart set on the bath. He's such a pleaser. Wants to please everybody.
Oh, hi, Connie.
Hi, Connie. How are you doing? If you want to watch along, Cosby link at the top. I kind of like the concept of everybody having a card to give people. Yeah, let me give you my card. It just like has your name and number. That's all.
And they're missing the gestures of him saying to sit down and all that.
Yeah. Well, right now they're in crisis mode because they think that they have falsely imprisoned him. I guess, for lack of a better word. He does have those great um, little movements of acknowledging Harvey.
Yeah, but they're not catching anything that's out of the
Yeah.
ordinary.
But I mean, the one he just did was more obvious, but the one he like a few seconds before that, it was just this very quick,
Yeah.
little like side eye to him, and I just thought that was just so well done. She's got a very pretty face.
She does. And I like her hairstyle better than the niece's.
Oh yeah, Vita. And of all the actors in the film, there's only one that is still with us, and that is Peggy Dow.
Wow.
She's 96. That is a nice limo.
Yeah, it is nice.
I like it. Everybody he meets wants to take him out and buy a drink. He's just such a friendly guy.
Yeah.
His hat's a bit crinkly. Yeah, the cast in the remake is wonderful. Harry Anderson, Leslie Nielsen, Susie Kurtz, Jim O'Hare, Jonathan Banks.
It's like, what's a hookah? That is rather clever.
What now?
The way he opens and closes the thing, he said he created that himself. Sounds
Yeah.
rather clever.
Yeah, you're right. He should sit down with it and just cross them all out.
Yeah. It's like, just shut up and listen, people.
Yeah.
Why would you call your wife Mrs. whatever the last name is?
Oh, Mrs. Chump. Man, you know, I think it's like an older thing. Because we like Pride and Prejudice and like a lot of the Jane Austen novels, I guess it just carried on a little bit where you would refer to your wife as Mrs.
But now when you're talking to her directly, I got the impression he was calling her that maybe because he was angry with her. It's like, but she didn't do anything wrong. And there just happened to be a dictionary, so she can look it up.
I love that old slang, like rum pots.
Like that. How are you, Mr. Wilson? It's
Wilson.
like, wait, what? Man, a phone book.
Ah, the old days. There are times I still wish I had a phone book at hand.
Occasionally, they still deliver them around here.
Yeah, they still use them. Josephine Hall was great at playing flustered. Kriska said they still get phone books in the mail, and they're so small now. So few landlines these days.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. I guess it would be just for landline.
Yeah, it's like you used to get the yellow pages that were like 3 inches thick. And now it's like you get one that's a 1/2 inch thick, if you get any. Like I said, we get one maybe every 3 years or so, they'll give us a phone book.
Yeah, good old phone book could stop a bullet.
See, that would be traumatic. It's like this guy just tore my clothes off and threw me into a bathtub.
So our new phone book's the size of a DVD case, but we live in the country, not a big city.
Hmm.
You don't see many movies from the early 50s talking about sex like that.
Yeah.
And she knows something's up. She knows there's more going on than Elwood.
Yeah.
Than Elwood being crazy. But that's actually one of the first times I've really ever caught that line where she goes, something protects him.
Yeah.
God, I love 50 slang. Been gin mills. He's being smooth. An egg and onion. Is that actually a thing? I mean, I know it's technically
Okay, she just screeched. Did he like slap her butt or something?
I wouldn't be surprised. He is rather forward,
What
isn't he?
cheek?
Yeah, what cheek indeed, the left or the right?
No, no one's seen him.
Yep. But now he can't find him.
Man, how late is that bar open?
And one thing I love about this painting is when they do uh, productions of the play all over the country, they'll do recreations of that painting and of course like try to get the actor that's in the play in there with Harvey. I've seen several other paintings for different actors from different local productions and stuff. It's pretty fun.
Oh,
Sometimes the bunny's a little different. It sounds good, Meg and Onion.
well, it's like on what was it, Fridays, having a pepper and egg sandwich.
Oh, pepper and egg. That sounds good too. When I make like a scramble, I'll do onions, peppers, potato, any sausage or ham or something I might have left over. Chop everything all up.
It's like, you're not the judge. You got more hair. That's not my mother. Since she hasn't looked at the picture, she doesn't know what he's talking about.
Nope. Yep.
That is not my mother. Yeah, that was a quick bath then. She's losing it.
Is he that?
Oblivious, yeah.
Thank you. Oblivious was the word. I couldn't think of it. She's got like a little overbite. It's so cute. Boom. Oh. I used to have a little blackjack like that with like a little lead pellet at the end of it.
You ever have to use it?
No.
Well, that's good, I suppose.
I'm not even sure where I got it. I think one of my uncles had it for protection, like in his boat or something. He could use it if you need it on a person, but also like like if you had to knock out a big fish or something. Oh, Chris Kent's grandma did egg and mustard sandwiches. Yeah. I don't associate egg and mustard, although I guess it could be all right.
It's like you'd think if the guy was going to be dancing with a girl, he'd get rid of the cigarette.
Not back then.
Well, it's like it's so close to her face. He's in danger of burning her.
I love that. That's another one of those great lines. I wrestled with reality for 35 years. I'm glad to say I finally won out over it. Martinis. Oh, I thought of that from It's a Wonderful Life. Go to Martini's bar.
You know, 6 feet 3.5 inches.
Yep. Although one of the things that people have noted, Jimmy Stewart's 6'4", and when they show him walking with Harvey, he always looks up.
Yep.
And so they actually figured Harvey would have to be 6'8" in this, and that was fine with them, except in the play, in the original writing, it's 6'3.5".
Yeah.
So they just kept it. Jesse White plays a good short fuse guy.
Yeah, I don't like those yelly people though. He just calmly gets up.
Mm-hmm. Butter your necktie.
Never heard that expression before. So
That's a new one. That's a new one. Butter your necktie. Such as I love that. My regards to you and anyone you may run into.
She is adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if you're just now noticing her, bug off.
Well, I think being out of the institutional environment.
It's like too little, too late. You can dance if you want to.
See, he senses it between them. Oh, a little peck on the forehead. So sweet, so chaste. I love this little dance scene he does. Whoop, the varsity rag. I love this, the writing in this and his delivery. It's just so well done. Here, here's where you find out where you got the name from. Mixing his rye and his gin. Not the fact he was a rabbit, but the rabbit knew his name was the issue. It was
Sure.
kind of what got him. Spiffed. the way he delivers that entire speech is perfect.
Yeah. I keep expecting to see rabbit ears like in the shadow, like above his head or something, like
Yeah.
Harvey just approached.
But he delivers it with such an ease, such a cadence, a warmth. Vern McElhenney. He's using little psychology tricks to try to figure out where the name Harvey came from.
It's like no sense. There's no reason for them to be so rough with them.
Nah, it's well today they make a whole issue about police brutality, but it was I love Chumley now. He's like so freaked out.
And he's a bit bombed.
No, not really.
You
is
could tell
joined.
but he's had a bit to drink.
Yeah, he might have had a sip or two, but he's also freaking out because
He can see Harvey.
He can see Harvey. That's the first evidence of Harvey's true existence. We see the doors swinging.
But since he's turned to look, you would think that he sees him.
Ding, ding, ding.
But he locked the door.
It doesn't matter. Harvey's a puka. A puka can do a lot of things. They are magical beings.
They're like, okay, so someone's following you, someone's after you, but you must take you.
If you notice, he was walking away. He kept looking over to his left because that's where Harvey is. Like his buttonhole's missing.
It's like, take your rabbit. Leave me alone. It's like he'll say something and forget that he said it. He's got a TARDIS?
And the miracles have been leaning on lampposts. Another great line. Always have a good time with whoever I'm with, or wherever I'm at, and whoever I'm with.
His favorite tree was a tall, green, and cool. Only 2 weeks.
How sad must you be where Akron sounds like a great place to be? Akron, Ohio.
Yeah, I mean, I got relatives in Ohio. Ohio's not all that cheery.
Venus certainly is a whirlwind, isn't she? Everything turns positive with him. It's just a great way to be. Here's the greatest line. I recommend Pleasant. And you may quote me. Love that line. If I had to pick out the top 10 lines in motion pictures, this one would probably have 3 of them in there. And that'd be one of them.
There's no reason to put him away. Harry's no longer attached to him.
Well,
Well, the way the doctor said, "Don't you know?" and he kind of
yeah,
glanced towards the window. Harvey's obviously in the room, but Elwood can't see him.
right. Myrtle May, baby.
Wow.
Well, she wanted him to find a nice guy. He is a charmer. Like you make the flower beautiful. That's a great line. Great pickup line.
It's like you won't see the rabbit anymore. You're my brother, and I've known you for years. She was. She's high strung.
Well, she's been living with it for a while. You know, she's kind of it's breaking her down.
It's like, if it'll make my sister happy, I'll take this drug.
Exactly.
CK said, my home is great because almost everyone where I live is friendly. If your car breaks down, a neighbor gives you a lift, brings you a meal when you're sick, etc. You just don't see that from the highway.
Oh, sorry, you live in? Does he live in Ohio? See, you live in Ohio, CK? No, I'm not dissing Ohio at all. I mean, but like I said, of places you could mention wanting to go to, rarely would someone want to.
I got relatives in Mansfield.
Yeah.
It's like the first time I went up there, Troy was like, oh yeah, we're gonna pass by the prison. I'm like, oh, okay. So there's a prison really close to where my relatives live. Look at some of the stuff going, what
Good
the heck is
Lord.
that? Oh, I packed more than that in my purse.
Take time to put the jacket on.
It's like, hi.
Yeah.
You okay there, Al?
Yeah, just a little drink went down the wrong pipe.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think not after this. White slavery, you. Her coin purse.
Harvey took my purse. Put it
Harvey.
back. There's a name for you. Myrtle May.
I know.
And I guess that's supposed to be Harvey moving over to the doctor.
Yep.
He almost looks a little bereft, like I just lost my friend.
He did. He just lost his buddy, his drinking buddy, his confidant, his.
There's a name, Schummelpotzen.
Yep. Herman Schimmelplatzer. There had been talk of them like putting a shadow in there or like a silhouette. I'm so glad they didn't.
And that was Charlie.
Harvey.
Yeah.
Charlie was last week. This was Harvey.
About that with Lay. Jesse White.
Cecil Kellaway. He's been a lot. So he was in some of the Mummy movies.
Charles Drake. Peggy Dow. As the Beaver. No.
Josephine. James Stewart as Elwood P. Dowd, and of course Harvey as himself. I love little cute credit things when they do them like that. Harvey as himself. Well, that is Harvey, 1950. It's just such a beautiful film. I love the writing in it, and so many words of wisdom that I kind of wish many more people would live by.
Yeah, I get that.
I would love to see what you guys thought about it. If anybody ever watching this see it for the first time, I would love to know if you did, and if you did, what you thought. So let me know. Let me know if you did that. Did you have fun watching the film again?
I did. It's like it's been a while since I watched it, and I had forgotten just how laid back and everything Jimmy Stewart was during this, and just taking everything in stride. And
Yep. And I just love characters like that are like I said, that childlike innocence, the upbeat, pleasant kind of a person. You would want to know Elwood P. Dowd.
Yeah, exactly.
I would love to sit and have a drink with Elwood and Harvey and just talk about. You get the feeling that the people that sit and talk to him / them is a preferred pronoun for Harvey, get as much out of it as probably Elwood does. I just think, like, he mentioned earlier, you sit down and you just talk about your troubles, and soon your troubles don't seem as big because Harvey's as big a thing as could be. But
yeah, it was a great film.
Yeah, I loved it, and I hope everybody else loved it too, and I hope Troy loved it. I miss having Troy's voice in our ears. His commentary. I kind of missed it. I hope the hum gets figured out, or the whatever it was.
It's weird because it wasn't doing that last night.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but we know we weren't crazy because Sir Torrin heard it, so there was something going on.
Yeah, it's like I really felt it was my laptop fan, because sometimes it hums a little bit, but we've never had an issue with it before. So it's like, okay, so I completely shut down, or I got out of StreamYard and I moved my laptop well away from Troy because I figured it's got to be me. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what the issue is.
Yeah, I don't know, but hopefully it'll all get figured out soon and quickly. But next week, what are we going to be watching next week, Netta?
Next week, we are going to be watching Cheaper by the Dozen, the original.
Sweet. Another old classic film. Love it. I love doing these older films sometimes. Uh, just classic cinema. Sometimes we get so caught up in the newer, bigger, brighter CGI stuff, we forget about the nice little quainter films like Cheaper by the Dozen or a Harvey or something like that.
Right.
So yeah, that's
a lot of
what?
it too is nostalgia, because it's like if you grew up
Yeah.
in that era or near that era, you kind of remember some of this stuff growing up, and it's like, yeah, because
Well, I remember these.
Remember it, some of it.
Yeah, a lot like a Cheaper by the Dozen or a film like Harvey is the kind of film that would be on like a Saturday afternoon on TV when you only had like 3 networks.
Yeah.
Or 4 networks. You had that one UHF channel. It'd be like floating around like on an odd weekend day. But yeah, so Cheaper by the Dozen next Saturday at 10 p.m. If you're wondering what's next for the rewatch on my channel, Big Al Presents, this was the end of April, which was just kind of April. It was Easterish, and then with the bunny. So, but in May it is animation. So animation for the month of May. The first film in 2 weeks from tonight is going to be Heavy Metal from 80? 80, I forget the exact.
Gosh.
Yeah, so we're going to watch Heavy Metal, and then 2 weeks after that, we're going to up a little more recent. We're going to watch the Iron Giant, which film that I love as well. I haven't seen that one in a long time. From beginning to end, I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I haven't watched it beginning to end in a long time. So yeah, those are my rewatches for May. So looking forward to that. But yeah, get a little animated in May. That'll be fun. But of course, we got all kinds of stuff happening for that. Tomorrow night, I'm assuming, is Geeky Geezers back on Sunday this week?
It is. Yeah, last week it was on Monday because Boomer had something he had to take care of on the Sunday. So we had a special night on Monday, but they're back on Sunday, and they'll be bringing you all of the geek news. And it's the regular, was it 8 Central, 9 Eastern.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's weird. We do so much stuff at 10. It's like that weird, like when it's an hour earlier thing kind of throws people after a while. But yeah, so tomorrow night, Geeky Geezers
but before that, we have deleted scenes with.
That's right. You're right.
Yeah, with his show, it's the hour before, and it's his unscripted, and it's the official lead-in to Geeky Geezers.
The official lead-in show to Geeky Geezers. Unscripted by deleted scenes at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Some great looks into to film and what's going on, and sometimes just a look into the world of deleted scenes, which is kind of interesting. Monday, anything going on Monday? I don't know about the Birdman and the Batman show thing. Still kind of up in the air.
Yeah, I know there's something going on. Troy, is there something going on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday? Was it with
Tuesday, Mr. Matchstick has a stream at 7:30.
Tuesday, Mr. Matchstick has a stream at 7:30.
Okay, so 7:30. So keep an eye out for that on Mr. Matchstick.
And Agent Boomer Troy will be there as well.
Awesome. Any topics?
What's the topic?
the trope of resurrection in comic books and
The trope of resurrection in comic books and things.
Oh, man, resurrection kind of stuff and that, and soap operas too. It's like, man, soap operas, no one's ever dead. That, and on Wednesday, I think Soundtracks with Birdman is doing The Cowboys with John Wayne. Great score by John Williams, one of his favorites. So that'll be on Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Unless there's like a tornado or something in his area. Thursday night, there's some chick doing a show on YouTube now.
Yep, Thursday night over on Netters Network, I'm going to have a special guest star on my Thursday things, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. I am so excited to have him on as a guest, so I hope you guys are too, and you'll join us that night. And then, of course, on Friday, we're back to Friday Night Last Call with Troy. And who's your guest, honey?
Tom Conkle. We'll be watching.
Tom Conkle is his guest, and they'll be watching Safety Geeks SVI.
What is that? Is that some kind of
I haven't seen it myself, so I'm real excited to see it.
Was like a parody thing?
Yeah, that's the impression I got. That it's kind of a parody thing, like a parody of like
cool.
SVU or something.
Cool. So that'll be something to look forward to on Friday night.
And of course, there'll be a Cosme link so everyone can watch.
Yep. And that'll lead us back into next Saturday, where it will be Cheaper by the Dozen.
The original.
The original 1950s, 40s?
I want to say 50s.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't reach the DVD to look at the year. But yeah, it's the original one, not the more recent one with the kid that played Superman boy.
Tom Welling.
Yeah. It's not that one. It's the original one.
Yeah, Steve Martin, the newer one. Yeah, I mean, that was good, but you can't beat the originals. The originals are just so they're right. They're the right things to be, But I hope everyone had a good time tonight. Like I said, I'm sorry Troy wasn't able to join us. Like I said, hopefully that'll get figured out soon. Hope everyone has a beautiful Sunday, a beautiful week ahead, and of course, Netter will say.
What I always say is we can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well, good, and fun. But it's so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat. You're dropping your comments, questions, trivia, just being goofy, whatever it may be. And it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or in some cases continents. It feels like we're all just hanging out in the same room, enjoying each other's company and having a good time. And you're not just our friends. You're our family. We love you guys and we appreciate you so very much. Thank you for being here with us, and we will see you next time.
Hey, thank you. But real quick, though, I dropped a 10-word review tonight for Ghosted, the film with Ana de Armas and Chris Evans. And I also did a little Mandalorian rant. Well, sort of a rant. Not really a rant, but just some thoughts that have been in my head about Star Wars and Mandalorian. Trust me, I disagree with a lot of people out there. But that's up to. I may get something up about Picard. I'm not quite sure yet. I should, because I've actually got the slideshow prepared. I just have to record it. But I knew I could get Ghosted out tonight. Man, those 10-word review ones, that's fun because one, it's kind of fun to like condense it into 10 words. And then it's so fast and I can get them up quick. It's really cool. But everyone, take care. Have a beautiful Sunday. Thanks for joining us. Whatever you are watching, I hope you love it. Take care, guys. Till next time. Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.